Hi, it's Gus Gress's author of the Clarion Handy Tools, and in this video, made in May 2015, I want to show you how to use this revised utility, CHT code signing utility. Now this is 10.15.05.260.269. So if you have an earlier one, it won't work like this, so we'll get this up to you as quick as we can, and you can create code signing. The other one that works fine too, but it has an older video attached to it and doesn't have some of these features. So I suggest you watch this video through a couple of times and then use this version or later one, and it'll work like this one. The idea here is we create a code signing certificate, one or more, with which we can code sign our applications. That saves you having to pay major dollars for a code signing certificate from one of the code signing authorities, and they work just as well and are just as easy to use. So there's no reason for you to pay those big dollars when you can create them yourself using this utility. Another good reason to buy the Clarion Handy Tools, or to use the Clarion Handy Tools, we have lots of support utilities in addition to our several hundred templates and classes to stretch the capabilities of your Clarion, whatever version of Clarion you're using, hopefully Clarion 10 soon. So let's start here showing you this utility. We have 3 code signing configurations already in here. I can navigate them with previous and next, or top and bottom. The bottom one is A, the top one is C. So I have ABC, code sign ABC in here. I'm going to create a new one by hitting the insert button, CHT code sign D, and password. And I can change the expiration date here there's a calendar here. I'm just going to leave the default out as far as I can go. And then to save this into the database code sign TPS, we just hit accept. And it's in there now. The certificate hasn't been created. It has to be created using the create button first, and at that point we can import it into the Windows certificate store. And I should have shown you that I already have several using Cert Manager. I have several certificates already created here, and I'll just click Cert Manager to pop them up. So here's Cert Manager, and I have A, B, C, and CHT code sign 1. These ABC are just examples. Code sign 1 is the one that we always use. I want to add this D in here, but first of all I need to push create in order to create it. So I want to push create. You're going to see these little windows pop up. These windows are not part of this application. They're not part of CHT code sign. They're actually being calls into various Windows utilities that create certificates. So first thing it needs to do is I need to paste the password in here. I already automatically have the password on the clipboard. You can click this if you like, but you don't need to. When this starts, the password is already on the clipboard, and I can paste it in here. I need to do that 3 times there. And now up comes another utility, Windows utility, the Windows Certificate Export Wizard, and I need to export the private key into a PKX file. I'm going to click this switch and that switch. Make sure the maximum amount of information from our certificate is exported. a couple more password pastes, and now it wants the file name for this, the PFX file name, so I'll copy that onto the clipboard and paste it in there. Okay, so that was another Windows utility. Finally, the same utility comes up twice because I'm going to import it into two certificate stores, Windows certificate stores, the personal and the root, trusted root. So we'll start on that. By the way, at this point the utility has placed the clipboard onto the clipboard, the password again. I can click that if you want. You can click that if you want, but there's no need. The password is back on the clipboard, and I can paste it in there. Nothing to check here. I need to select the personal store first of all, and we've imported it to the personal store. Now we're going to import it to the trusted root. Paste the clipboard, the password again, trusted root certificate, certification authorities, there we have it in there. And the final step is to approve this import of CHT code sign D into the trusted root store. Gives you a little warning. You can say yes, and that's there. So let's pop up Cert Manager again. There's Cert Manager, and let's take a look. There's our D certificate, and I should have pointed out that these certificates for code signing have this little key here in the corner. They show the little key at the top corner of the icon, and this is very important. Do you have a private key that corresponds to this certificate? These signing certificates have to have that private key, so everything's good there, and you can see it here in the trusted root as well. You could sign from the personal from the personal store, but the certificate will show with a red icon here to say this isn't really a valid certificate until you have a corresponding certificate in the trusted root store to say that that's a trusted certificate. So we put the same certificate once in the personal store and once in the trusted root, and as you can see here we have the little, you have a private key that corresponds to this. So this certificate, CHT code sign D, is ready to go. It's ready to start signing applications. So in the next part of this video, I'm going to use this certificate, and I'm going to actually recompile this utility application, and just for fun I'm going to sign it with CHT code sign D to show you that in fact that does work. For now we'll stop this video to keep it from getting too long. It's up around 8 minutes, so that's plenty for one video. We'll stop and we'll catch you in the next one.